Hi everyone, my name is Marie Presley, and my online technology tool that I'd like to introduce you to is Geogebra. It's an online math app. It's mainly used for its graphing calculator functions, but it can be used to display geometric functions. It's got like 3D graphing. It's also got, you can find it in the classic app store, so you can use it right here. You can use it on a student tablet or smartphone. So it's a great for students to explore when they're outside the classroom. Some of the other functions that I really like, in addition to graphing, is it can do spreadsheet and probability as well as CAS. But one of the main functions for it is just using it for in the classroom. You can use it for classic graphing or function graphing. So when you click on the graphing function, this is what shows up. It just gives you a typical function graph. And then on the left-hand side is where you can type in different functions. In the Algebra 1 classroom, you can use it for just introducing students to typical functions. Like all you have to do is simply input a function into the toolbar, and then it will display this graph on the screen. What I love about this is that you can display multiple graphs at the same time. For example, if you wanted to show them the visual of different graphics, so you can just input, what different functions look like. So for example, y equals x squared versus y equals x. You can show them what is a linear and what is a nonlinear function. It'll even go beyond these type of functions, and then you can input trigonometric functions such as y equals cosine. You do have to go in and be able to manipulate it so you can identify how to input function. With this, it's great because you can show them the shifts in the function, like if you were going to input like another trigonometric function in the overlay of y equals sine x. You can see the shift in the function with that, so they can see how like the different trigonometric functions will vary. One of the other great functions of it, which is really basic, it can be used for teaching your students simple things like slope-intercept form. So if you're putting in a typical slope-intercept form of y equals mx plus b, if you were in a typical y equals mx plus b form, like let's just pick a function y equals 3x 7, you can use this function and they can look at it at home and they can plot out, what is the rise over the run of this function to determine that. So lots of great online application and classroom applications for this. If they want to compare functions, for example, they can look at y equals 3x minus 9 and see how the shift in the functions, which I think is a great way to identify, but they can identify what a function will look like before they even plot it out. If you look at the different variations of minus 7 and minus 9, you can see that it shifts 2 points or 2 values to the right. So that's great on the applications. One of the other areas that I wanted to show is that you can also do other classroom resources. They have one that I like is just graphing a line. They have a lot of other functions. Here's some other functions they have: circle, this is sphere. My favorite is just graphing a line. They have 3D printing, which our students are very technical, so they're going to enjoy understanding how some of these activities work. But in the general lesson plan format, it gives you some problems that they can solve. So when you go into the graph a line function, it basically requires the student to, it gives you a random function. This is not one that I put in, but one. So it gives you a line here, and you basically have to drop and drag points A and B to adjust where the line is. For example, if you want to graph y equals x plus 1, well, in this I would just simply set the x, um, put the x at 0, and that makes y equal 1. And then you can do the same thing and put when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. And then it gives you a correct answer of, it shows you that yes, you've got the correct coordinates that you inputted, meaning you can input x and y values to solve. So it's a great online function for our algebra classes, our geometry classes, all the way up to calculus and trigonometry. Just a great online tool to use in the classroom. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.